gonna put your shoes on? Yeah. Here live from Gunnersby Park, where it's all happening. Hello, and welcome back to the Human Vacation. We've been away for a long time because I was finishing my assessments and I was buried under.
They won't hear anything, you have to shout.
And I was buried under a pile of work, and I'm now just crawling out into the daylight like some kind of pale gremlin creature. And we're here in beautiful Gunnersby Park for a special video.
Yeah. So, we're gonna talk about, because, by the way, we are very grateful because we have more than 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
And we wanted to celebrate by making a special video, and we
Oh yes, people want cake, or did they want how we met? And so that feels for how we met. So yeah, I bought a cake at one stage, and then I was like, yeah, we can make the video, and I've got a cake, and we can talk. But then deadlines happened, and well, anyway, we're here now in the sunshine. And I'm ready to tell you the magic.
and we can make another
story.
video baking a cake at some point.
How did we meet, Aida?
So we met online.
On the internet.
We met on Tinder.
We fell in love on the internet. And I mean, how much experience on Tinder had you had before that?
0.
Absolutely 0. Day one, baby small on Tinder.
So I installed Tinder, and then I was like flicking left and right and all that shit, and I put women only. And then you matched me.
Yes, I matched you. I remember very clearly because so I've been using Tinder for a while. I've used Tinder for about 2 years, and I've had very good experiences with Tinder. I would really recommend if anyone's like kind of afraid of using it. I mean, use it carefully, but like I've had quite a nice experience on it because I always like talk to the person a lot before I meet them and try and get a good sense of if they're like if I get on with them or not. And I had my Tinder set to men and women. And like in the past when I'd matched with women, I've only had like 1 or 2 conversations with them, and they just went really badly. Like I don't know, I was very nervous, and I had this complex in my head that maybe I wasn't actually attracted to women, and I just felt like I was like pretending or something like that. So I saw Ida's profile, and I was like, oh, this person looks really cool. And do you remember what your profile pictures were?
Yeah, my makeup, weird pictures.
No, not even makeup, like Photoshop.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm not talking about like Photoshop to like make you look thinner or more tanned or something like that. I mean like Photoshop to make you look like a goat person.
I can put them here.
Yes, you put them somewhere. But yeah, and I was like, right on. I want a slice of that goat action.
Were you disappointed when I wasn't
And
a
you
goat?
actually a goat. I mean like catfished again, am I right? But I was like, okay, this person is very cool looking, they look very creative, and I'm like, I don't even think I realized you had a bowl cut at that point. I was like, very trendy looking human. And your bio said it was something about like I want to live in a forest and eat leaves.
I said I want to be a creature that lives in a forest and eats leaves and all that. And then you wrote to me.
Yeah. And I was like, why do you want to live in a forest?
No, you said, why do you want to be an insect? And
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, no, I want to be a mammal.
I was projecting because I had recently had a dream that I had turned into a praying mantis on the train, and I was like, oh, like fantastic! Now I don't have to adhere to like regular human body standards because I'm a praying mantis now. So I think I was just like I was very excited that I had this praying mantis story to tell you, and I just wanted to like get the conversation in that direction. And I remember you told me that it was your first match on Tinder, and I was like, whoa, stall the game. Because I'd been on Tinder for a while at that point, and I was very kind of cynical because it's hard to strike up a good conversation, and like it's just, and I was getting very tired of feeling like I had to carry the conversation and tease the conversation out of the other person, and like it shouldn't feel like hard work. And I think other people, when they've been on Tinder for a while, they get kind of sick of it as well. So you're kind of, both parties are coming into it half-heartedly. But you said it was your first time, and what did I promise you?
You said, well, I will make sure that you have a good experience.
And here we are, like 6 months later. 6 months later?
No more.
When did we meet?
July,
August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 11 months? No, because, well, yeah, 10, 11 months. Jeez. Been going out for ages. Yeah.
And by the way, I was very sad when I first starts talking to you. Well, I was. It's not that I was very sad. It's that
You're in the manic part of a
yeah,
manic
yeah,
depression.
it was a bit weird.
Yeah.
But you made me laugh so much.
Yeah, I remember.
Only on the chat, I was laughing so much,
Yeah,
and I was
was too.
alone in my room laughing, and I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, because we were talking about Magikarp for a really long time, and yeah, a Magikarp, and like, because like Tinder has like the built-in gifts, but yeah, so there are like gifts built into Tinder, and so we were limited to the Tinder gifts, and I don't know how. Oh, there's something about like you want life to. Like in life, we all want to be Gyarados and we all want to be like this majestic dragon, but in reality, we're all just shitty Magikarp. And I believe your exact words were, "We are all just shitty Magikarp being waiting to be kicked in the anus and die." And I think that I should like have that framed as like the first time you ever said the word anus to me, because it became a theme. I mean, it's not just the theme of our relationship; it's just the theme of you in your life. That it's like probably your like top 10 most frequently used words. Anus is really high on the list.
Bless you.
Hay fever.
And
Another interesting thing about the anus.
it was a very fun conversation because for me I am very explicit and I say very weird things, and sometimes people
You said to the gif of all the Gyarados is going in a circle, like they're having an orgy.
they know it was a mating.
A mating ritual. Okay, but I think the word orgy was involved in there somewhere.
I don't know, but it was so much fun because you kept playing that game, you kept joking, and it wasn't like
it felt easy. It felt very easy, and like I had just casually got on Tinder for the evening, and I was kind of because I remember that I wasn't planning on doing that. There was something else I was supposed to be doing that night. I ended up spending like at least an hour talking to you, and then I was like, I'm pretty sure like I probably asked you to meet up. Yeah.
You said, "Would you like to meet this weekend?"
And then you said,
I said yes.
Yes.
But then I had.
Then you went to a forest.
I went to a forest because.
Much like this one, not much like this one.
No, I was going to a wood carving workshop place, and I spent a lot of time there. And then I was
It's
invited.
called Our Creative Nature in Woolwich. Yeah. If any of you people out there enjoy wood carving and are in the Woolwich area,
it was very nice. And then I was invited to this like massive workshop place in a forest that someone owned, and we went there, and then I had so much fun. I went with my friend Steven, and then we were eating fish like with our hands and tomato, and we made this like all the people were like super posh and sophisticated, and me and Steven.
They're like Linda McCartney sausages.
Yes, and me and Steven were like, our food was the best. They were all super jealous. And then we had this fish, and I don't know, a lot of. We were super dirty afterwards, okay? Eating like beasts.
So smelling of like campfire and
campfire,
fish oil,
onion,
dirt, onion,
and
ready for love.
And then I was supposed to meet her afterwards, and then it was so late, and we were still there. And then I wrote to her and I said, "It's getting very late. I hope you don't mind if you still want to meet, even if it's 11 o'clock." And you said, "Yeah." So instead of, because we were gonna go to a bar or something, you said we can come to my house.
I was like we'll go out and have something to eat, and then it's like, okay, it's quite late. We'll go out, and I'm sure the pubs will be open till like 1, and it's like 1 o'clock. It's like, okay, all the pubs are closed now.
No, it wasn't 1 o'clock, but it was. You said let's go to my house instead.
Well, okay, yeah,
because
I think
you
so.
wanted
I think
sex
so.
with me.
Well, no, honestly, like we'll get to that in a bit, but. So yeah, I was thinking that like it would make no sense if we like got to a pub and we had to leave instantly, because like then it would feel like the date was over and we only had like a drink.
Yeah, so you said there's a pub near your house.
So I was like, there's a pub near my house, but like you did get there like it was after midnight, right?
Yes. Because this is what happened. Steven drove me to my house because he was like, I can drop you off at her house, and I was like, Steven, I stink of onion, fish, and campfire. I cannot go and meet this woman like this. So I went to my house. I had an extreme shower. I got ready. And then I left my house, and then I had to get on a bus because the train station was closed already. So I got on a bus, and then I got lost. And then I was walking on an industrial area, and then I had to get another bus, and then finally.
Meanwhile, like you're messaging me all the way through, being like, okay, night bus is, I was like, train station closed, we're gonna try night bus, and I'm like, oh my god, because I didn't want it to be like a hassle for you to have to get out there, and I didn't want.
But I really wanted to see you.
And I really wanted to see you as well, but I didn't want to be like, yeah, come all this way and blah 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 blah, because like I don't know, like you're going on a shitty date with me, and I made you go all this way, but but I really wanted to see, but I didn't want to be too pushy. But also at the same time, I was because like you were like very like kind of like, yeah, I'll come over, and I was like, okay, this is definitely like turning into a booty call. But meanwhile, I've never had sex with a woman as an adult, and I was like, oh fuck, fuck. Um, and yeah, so I was very nervous about that. And so meanwhile, while you're like, oh, what did you say about Frodo going to destroy the ring?
Oh yeah, I said this is crazy because it was so. It took ages to get to her house, and I said I feel like I'm Frodo on my journey to Mount Doom to destroy the ring.
And I thought that you meant that in like a sexual innuendo, and I was like, oh Jesus.
Never.
But you literally were just talking about Lord of the
I
Rings.
was not talking about the Lord of the Rings. I was not
And
talking
I
about
didn't know.
fingering your vagina and destroying it.
No.
No way, it did not even cross my mind. That's horrible.
I know, but that's why that's what all fed into this idea that I had that this was going to be a booty call. And so, like, while you're like traveling, like fighting against the odds to get to my house, I'm at home.
I sent you a voice note.
Sent me a voice note, so I heard your voice for the first time, and I remember you like apologized for your accent, and I was like, why are you apologizing? It's a bananas. And I was like, okay, we have to have a date here at this house, and our house is like very small, and my housemates were like asleep upstairs, and I was like, okay, we'll have drinks out in the garden.
It was summer, so it was very
summer,
nice.
yeah. So our garden doesn't have any lights, and there's no like street lights or anything like that, so it's like pitch black. So I was like, fuck, what do I do? So I went inside and I got like all my scented candles and all the tea lights I could find, and I like arranged them in the garden so we have some light. But then I like took a step backwards, and I was like, oh, this is very romantic. This is way too much for a first date.
And you sent me a picture,
And
and it was so funny.
No. And I was like, this is coming on way too strong. I did not mean to do this. But I was like, look, fuck it. Sure, like it's kind of funny. Maybe you should see the funny side of it.
It was very funny that you were trying to lighten up the place, but it looked like a, I don't know, some sort of
seduction.
erotic porn movie situation.
But yeah, I tried my best, and then you got to Leytonstone, and you gave
Yeah, I
me a
was on the
text.
bus, and I was like, oh my god. And because by the way, on your pictures of on Tinder, I didn't know what you
Because
looked
I
like.
do this with my hair, so you can only see 1/3 of my face.
Yes, you couldn't see. I couldn't see what she looked like.
I'm either covering my face with a scarf or with my hair or sunglasses. I just
thought you were very funny and nice, and then I thought, I don't know what she looks like, but that's not really relevant. So then I got to the bus stop, and then you were waiting for me at the bus stop. How cute! And then
my vape.
I thought, oh my god, she's so beautiful, yes. And they were so tall, and I was like, hi.
Yep, and so I remember.
Did you think I was a dwarf?
No, I mean I didn't have any expectation about what height you were. The bowl cut was the thing that like struck me first because I didn't know you had a bowl cut, and I mean like that's a very distinctive haircut.
But did you think that was ugly?
I was just like, because I thought from your pictures that you were like this like serious artist. So I was like, yeah, she's like out there on the fringes, rocking the bowl cut. in the alternative scene, or I don't know. But yeah, and also you were very, very quiet when we met the first time. So this like played into this idea that I had that you were like this kind of like sort of sophisticated like artist person.
Babe, you were talking a lot because you were so nervous.
I was nervous,
and I was nervous, and I couldn't talk.
And then I was drunk. So I babbled.
I wasn't drunk. I didn't drink anything.
I was drunk.
I know.
I was nervous, and then I got slightly drunk.
I did not drink one drop of alcohol, so I was conscious through all of this.
Conscious.
Completely conscious.
It wasn't like I was like shit faced, but I was definitely like maybe 3 or 4 gin and
You were
tonics.
tipsy, which that helps.
It did help quite a bit. So we went out to my romantic garden grotto, and I was just chatting, and you told me about your, we were talking about this earlier, you showed me your like motorcycle scar, and obviously I was suitably impressed. And yeah, I mean like I told you a bunch of personal stuff. I told you about the eating disorder on the first day because I panic and I just like start ranting
on
on.
the first day you didn't.
I think I did.
No, you did not.
I told you something about therapy or something. I told you something.
Yeah, you did, but I'm not gonna mention it here, but it wasn't.
Oh, for another upsetting video. But yeah, we just babbled on as we did, and then
then it was very late.
And then it was very late. The sun was starting to come up, and I was like, okay, so I could either get a night bus home or she could crash here. And like I absolutely did not want to put any pressure on the situation because you said it was your first Tinder date, and like I didn't want you to like feel because you came all this way that you had to have sex or something like that. And so basically what I did was brought you into my room. And I put you in a pair of hideous pajamas.
No, wait, you said, would you like to sleep here?
Unsexualized pajamas.
You said, would you like to sleep here? And I said, okay, that's fine. So I went to her room and I was like, God, I don't know what's going to happen, but whatever. And then you gave me these pajamas. And yes, they were not sexy pajamas. They were a t-shirt and some weird pants pajamas.
Some weird chubba pajamas that I got from Primark that I washed so much they turned grey. Like I didn't even give you like my nicest pajamas. I just gave you, I think I just panicked and gave you the nearest pajamas to the top of the drawer. And also I think at this point I still had that big inflatable toucan in my room.
You did.
Yep. And so I had to get the inflatable toucan off my bed, and then we brought ourselves to the bed. And I remember very clearly that you were looking at all my tattoos and you were like touching my arm, and I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. And then I kissed you, and then we were making out, and then I was like, fuck it, let's do this. Because I thought in my mind that like, okay, maybe you haven't been on Tinder before, but like, you know, you're having sex on the regular and whatnot, you've been single for a while and you know what's good. But it turns out that it was, but yeah, just did not know what was, but yeah. But I mean, I don't have any physical skills or talents. Like I'm not very good playing sports. I'm not really great at walking or moving objects from one place to another, but it turns out I have one God-given ability, and apparently it is lesbian sex, because you didn't know that I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh my God, no way. I thought you were like this woman that had sex with girls every weekend, different women.
Yeah, because I have like a couple of sex toys in my, well, I had one at that point, I think. And I think that was part of it. You thought that I just like had this like a rotation of women.
No, and because of the way you behaved too. I mean, I would never have thought that you didn't have sex with a woman like that before.
Hair in my mouth. Fair. Watch a lot of lesbian porn, that's where it gets you. But yeah, and it was very good.
It was very nice, and I didn't sleep all night. I was just hugging you. It felt so nice to hold you, and you were so warm, and it was so nice. And you were very nice to me.
Yeah, because for me I was like, wow, I can't believe that happened, and I was like, and also part of me was like, thank Christ I'm not straight, thank God, because like part of me was like, maybe it was just when I was a teenager, maybe I'm not attracted to women, and maybe I'll try to have sex with a woman and I won't like it, but I really liked it, and I was like, thank God. And like at that point I didn't know that I was going to keep seeing you. I
You made me breakfast.
I made you breakfast. I probably made you crumpets.
No,
Bagels with raisins and cinnamon probably. And you showed me your favorite thing, which is Seagull Stop It Now and The Bushes of Love, which are 2 videos. And then you also showed me a little mini documentary about the animatronics and the puppetry for The Labyrinth and Dark Crystal.
Yes.
And I mean, if that doesn't seduce someone, I don't know what will.
And then we had breakfast, and then I was like, I went home obviously. I was like, thank you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you walked me to the station, and you gave me a kiss at the station, and that really shocked me.
Why?
Because I didn't expect that.
Oh.
It really shocked me.
After the sex?
Yeah, because we were outside on the streets, and I don't know. I just didn't expect it. And I was like, oh my God.
Yay. But yeah.
And then I wrote to you. What did I say?
What did you say?
I wrote a message to you, and I said I wanted to stay and have more sex.
Oh yeah. And we did though. Not that time, but the time after that.
You wrote back and
you
said, then I guess we will have to meet again. And I was like, yes.
Yeah, and then like freeze frame.
Because I was very scared. I thought, shit, maybe she doesn't like me. I don't know.
I thought that you were like very because you were quite quiet. Like we were talking really easily like on the chat messenger, but then in person it was like a little bit like harder.
Because I was a bit shy.
Because you were
scared,
shitting yourself, and
you were talking
I just talk so much that I fill up. I like talk for 2 people when I'm nervous, because I'm like, if I just keep talking, I can control the conversation, and we can't say anything that I'm not comfortable with. But yeah, and we continued dating, and then we like jackknifed and moved in together, and now we're here in this park telling you about how it all happens. But yeah. Yeah, it was just, yeah, it was so funny, and because we were very different people, and I was very like flirty and romantic, and I was just like, I mean, I loved
I am
it.
flirty and romantic.
Yeah. I mean, I remember I was at work once, and I sent you a picture of like a bathroom that I was looking at for like location scouting, and you're like, I would love to be there with you, naked. And I'm like, oh, jeez, fuck, no. Yeah, and I just wouldn't be used to stuff like that, and but yeah, I really liked it, and my tiny little eyes look like under. Oh no, the sun's too bright. I'm too Caucasian for this.
I love you warmly so much. I hope I'm cold tonight again because I like when I'm cold and you protect.
Oh, after this, we're gonna get back on track, making videos again, and we're gonna do videos covering ADHD. I think also like some sexuality themed videos of a like first time with
And
a woman.
cookie reviews.
And maybe we might review a bit McVitie's biscuit or two just for the crack and banter. But yeah, thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, apologies for the hiatus, but we are back now and free.
Yeah, we will keep uploading one video a week.
At least. Yeah, definitely. Okay, maybe just that much cut it at that because we're not gonna overpromise it.
I mean, if we can upload 2, would be great, baby.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for watching, and we see you
Bye.
in the next video. And thank you for the subscribing and the following, because we have like a lot of subscribers now and views, guys. Thanks. Bye. Help me. Stop. Oh yeah. Baby.
Who did this to you? Someone's gonna think we're making some kind of weird movie. People pay good money for this. Oh, God, okay.